every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific, and answer your questions. I just want to go ahead, and there's something going on with the live chat. I don't know if anyone said anything, but my screen is not moving. Have you guys said something? Oh my God, don't tell me this is going to be a drama today for this. All right, let me pull it up on my laptop then. It's always a drama with YouTube. Have you noticed that? Very interesting. Hold on. I'm going to pull up the chat. There we go. Hey, Maurice. Nice to see you. Okay, the chat is moving. Let me just double check. I'm going to go ahead and hopefully you won't hear the feedback on this. I'm going to mute it. So give me 1 second. So that means I'm going to be toggling. Yeah, there we go. There's a lot of activity on there. Okay, 9 months. I love it. I love it. You absolutely have been 9 months. You're awesome, Maurice. I just want to say that. So I saw your question come in just before I started coming on live, so I will scroll back to that. I'm going to be toggling back and forth tonight so I can see a little bit of what's coming up on the screen. I don't know, there it is. Okay, so apparently there was a delay for YouTube. It's all good. Oh my God, how scary. So, hey Ken, nice to see you too. All right, so here we go. So welcome to Tarot Tuesday, where I go live every single Tuesday and I answer your questions. If you're new here, my name is Alison. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. I read and feel into the energy of the cards. So welcome. So what to tell you about tonight? We've had several questions come in. I know Maurice is here. He submitted a question, like I said, right before I went live. I haven't copy and pasted that onto the Word document. That way I don't get timed out. So Maurice, I will definitely be cycling back to that. So what else to tell you? So if you, let's see, hold on, I'm going back to this because this thing's all screwed up. Okay, so here we go. So you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Link is in the description below, and there you can go ahead to go to my website, learn more about me. You can book any of my services. I do personal tarot readings. I also, let me just see. Hey, Ava, nice to see you. Welcome. And I do personal tarot readings. I also do messages from your loved ones. And I know a lot of people have been asking, and that's what tonight is about too. If you have a burning question, you go ahead and you ask it during the live. But a lot of people are private. And so I offered a 1, 2, and 3 question where you get a direct email. Because some people, they don't want their stuff to be very public, or it's a topic that can't be discussed here on YouTube because it's a censorship platform. So let's go ahead and get into it. So just know that those services are available. So check it out if that's something you're interested in. What else? So I also have a sale going on for Aries season. You don't have to be an Aries to take part in that, but I just try and do it for each season. I think it's fun, and I think it's lovely when people have a birthday reading also. So you can also sign up for the free newsletter on my site. Again, you can book a reading, a missing person consultation. That's where I use my missing person skills to go ahead and locate someone. If that's your situation, or you know someone that's interested, you can have them go to my website, read more about it, and they can reach out to me there. You can also check out the Learning Center. That's where my 4-week manifestation masterclass is, online tarot masterclass. I also do private lessons, one-on-one in tarot, raising your vibration and manifestation and intuition development. A lot of people don't know how to go ahead and start their intuition going and then strengthen and develop it. If that's something you need help with one-on-one, definitely book that session. I am on YouTube, a little bit on Rumble and TikTok. That will be coming more when I get someone that can actually do social media for me. I am not into it, and so I barely do. I just do YouTube. I barely even do my own Facebook, by the way. So just letting you know. I do Zodiac readings for all signs. I also do a daily tarot reading. If you're not aware of that, that's very short and sweet. I just read the energy of the cards, what wants to come through. And of course, I do Tarot Tuesday live, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. And I do the occasional interview. I have some very big people lined up. I'm waiting for confirmation, on the dates. And once I get that, I will let you know more before it happens. But I'm really excited by the people that are going to come on. So good news there. really looking forward to that. I don't do a lot of interviews because there's not a lot of people I want to interview, but these two people I think are very interesting. You can also join the channel's membership if that's something you're interested in. And again, that's on YouTube. So just go to join and you can read more about the different memberships on there. You can get the monthly video. You can also vote on the weekly videos that I'm going to do. I forgot to put the poll out just because I did a cleanse, and I've never done this particular one, a liver gallbladder cleanse. And so I took Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. It was great. I really needed that because even though it felt really great, it still like drains you. And I just wanted to be relaxed and let the body really regenerate itself. And let me tell you, it worked. It was amazing. What else to tell you? So also, if you become a member, you can get your name. If you're here live and you're a member, you get your name put in here. And then we go ahead and when we do the member I can't talk. When we do the member shout out, your name goes in here and then we toss it up and then I pull a name. This would be Fran Arns. So if this was Fran, she would get a free question as a member. And that happens every single time I go live. So it's really worth it, especially if you show up, because you know what? Most of the members are in different time zones. They actually don't show up for the lives. You see all those names in there, they all do not show up. It's a random thing. And so when they do show up, you know, your chances are higher. Let's say there's 5 people, your chances are pretty good about getting a free question. So consider that if you remember when we do the shout out, just don't sit there and watch. If you have a question, really just put your name in the chat, say hi. You don't have to say much of anything. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I go live and you get notification of any of the videos that go out. What else? And at the end of tonight's show, I'm going to do a general reading for the collective. So definitely stick around for that. Or if you're watching the replay, definitely fast forward to that end. I do not have it marked because I'm just not tech savvy. Oh, and that reminds me. I just ordered equipment for the second camera today. I'm going a different route. So that should be here the beginning of next week. It's supposed to be delivered Monday or Tuesday. When that happens, oh my God. I think that this is something where I can actually do it myself and maybe have tech support on the line. Not even kidding. The other thing, this one, I think I can do it. So just a FYI, that is coming one way or another. There's going to be a second camera, so look for that. And what else to tell you? A special thank you to all the subscribers and the viewers, everybody that is watching. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me, and especially the people that have been hyping the videos. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And I just saw that. I think that's called a, I don't know. Shit, I don't know what that's called. I keep seeing the emojis come up, but I don't know what that's called. Super stickers, I think. They're cool. Thank you. I love it. Okay, here we go. General guidelines for the live tarot readings. 1 question per show, unless, of course, you remember and I pull your name. So you can definitely ask a question, and if you get your name pulled, second question. But 1 question per show. That way it doesn't become one person's personal reading. I have had that happen like a long time ago when I first started doing it. I would have one person that would ask maybe 5 or 6 questions, and I so love the support, but that becomes it where that one person has dominated the show. So it's 1 question per show. Second rule, no bad language or topics. Keep it family friendly for YouTube. And that's just the nature of it. Like I said, YouTube is a censorship platform. So definitely keep that in mind. They also steal your money if you are a content creator. They love to come in and just take all your money. They're great. That's what they did to me. And they've done it to a lot of other people. I don't know why. I'm a tarot reader. I'm not I'm not political, but that's what they've done. So definitely keep that in mind. Otherwise, it would be such a phenomenal platform, but it's owned by Google. And I think personally, that's probably the government. And so there's just a lot of issues with them. All right. So if you can submit your questions, you can do it live during the show. So you can do PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, Cash App, and SuperChat when it's live. Otherwise, it's just everything except SuperChat, obviously, because that's only when it's live. It is a $20 minimum. However, SuperChat is $30. That's just because YouTube takes a huge chunk yet again. They love to take big chunks. Now, I don't mind sharing because I love the platform. But when they come in and take 90% of what you're making, there's a problem. And that's what they did to me. So here we go. I have a disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist, and I do not give psychiatric, legal, financial, or medical advice. All right, so here we go. This first one is going to be from Linda, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. Love your lives and Pisces videos. What message does Spirit have for me today? Love you, Linda." Okay, Linda, love you too. Let me go ahead. I'm going to get a different deck for you today. I want to get this deck. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get this deck. I don't think I have. Linda asks a question every single week, and I have never used this deck, I don't think, for you, Linda. So let me do something different. This is an adorable deck. Has to do with dogs. So let me use this deck. All right. What does Spirit have? What message does Spirit have for me today? Okay, this is for Linda. All right, here we go. We have, oh my God, we have the Lover's card. I love it. That's my favorite card. And then we have the Eight of Earth. And we have the Magician. Oh my God, I love it, Linda. You have the Lover's card, the Eight of Earth, with the Eight of Pentacles. And then you have the Magician. Wow. First card out, the Lover's card. Isn't that sweet? I love this deck. So this is that moment where you're able to make a lot of choices from the heart. This is Spirit wanting you to make sure you're in tune with that. You're getting divinely aligned to start making some big choices that are coming in for you. Ava, that is so beautiful. I love that. This is some big choices for you, Linda. This is you really choosing whether it's career, retirement, relationships, and it doesn't always have to be romantic. It can be platonic, so friendships. This is you choosing who you want to associate with, letting into your inner circle. Maybe this is family, like not just romantic, but maybe this is brothers, sisters, cousins, right? You're letting in the actual family as a whole. This can also be pets. You're making some huge decisions from your heart right now. You're putting a lot of thought into it. That's that alignment, that mind, body, soul connection going up to source. Then we have the Eight of Earth. You're putting a lot of work into it. And if you're not, Spirit's telling you to put a lot of work into it, because this is something where it's all your focus, it's your will, your determination. This is you putting in a lot of effort. That could even include finances. So doing some investment into the type of work that you're doing. You're paying attention to all the details, and you're wanting to make something special happen. It's divinely aligning for you. And everything is at your disposal. You have the power. It's your choice to step into that role, to go ahead and create the life that it is that you want. And in this case, Spirit is saying, it is up to you. You have the power to make choices from the heart and put the work into it, to get that going. This is telling me that this is your will, your focus, and your determination. You are in charge of the pentacles, the swords, the cups, and the wands. Everything here is at your disposal. It's how you're going to choose to create. So this is telling me that it's whatever you're focused on is what it is that you're going to create. If you're focused on a relationship, that's going to happen. If you're focused on career and what it is that you desire from that, or switching careers or retiring, that's going to happen. If you're focused on, again, choices from the heart, if you're focused on, let's say, a move, that's you putting as much effort and energy and focus into it to really make it happen. And you have unlimited potential. So it's that moment where wherever you focus, you stay there and you make it happen. That's what Spirit wants to tell you today. Linda, thank you for your question. Powerful message coming through. Really powerful. It's clean, clear, elegant. There's no cloudiness. There's no confusion. I just want to make sure that you're aware of that. It's about you putting that work into it. Huge energy. Thank you, Linda. Okay, so Ava, let me come over here for you. Let me scroll back to your question. Here we go. Ava, hi, Alison. Cancer reading was great. What does my soul need me to know? Oh, I like that one. Thank you, Ava, for that. And here we go. I'm going to use the same deck for you because I think that this deck is gorgeous and it's powerful. I can feel the energy coming off of it today for sure. Okay, so what does my soul need me to know? Okay, this is for Ava. What does your soul need you to know? We have the Fire Guardian. We have the Three of Fire and the Sea Guardian. Wow. Fire Guardian. We have the, let me see, Three of Fire and the Sea Guardian. Wow. What this is telling me is you are on a mission to make something happen for yourself. This is what your spirit wants you to know. This is you starting to take action. You're on a mission. So this is you really going for what it is that you want. It's also protecting your heart and your soul, okay? You're having, again, that divine alignment also, but the Guardian is talking about you protecting your energy, protecting what it is that you want. At the same time, you're taking action, bold, courageous steps to make it happen. Then we have the Three of Fire. So this is that card of manifestation. This is you deciding what it is that you want and your focus, your will, your determination, and you're putting it out into the universe. This is that moment where you're on your way. If this is what you desire, you're on your way to it. Just want to show you both of these cards. You've got a lot of fire going on. That's a lot of passion. It's a lot of action, will, determination, focus. This is taking bold, courageous steps. And that's something I see you definitely coming in, but it's also something that you're manifesting in. And then we have the Sea Guardian. So here's a moment where this is the heart, and then this is the action. So this is you having your heart lined up and being able to act. It's not sitting there and just thinking. This is your heart and action. So this is that moment where you are protecting your heart, you're in touch with your heart, you're bringing your cup of love forward, your heart forward, because you're manifesting right now. You're taking action to your manifestation, and your heart is in alignment with your manifestation. And remember, this is not just your heart. This is going to be love, your intuition, your emotions, your connection to source. So it's a divine alignment that is also coming in for you. Your soul wants you to know that you need to start manifesting, if you haven't already, what it is that you want to manifest in. Stay focused, stay determined, and take action towards it. This is you not just thinking, because that would be air. We're looking at action. So if it's something that you want, this is you taking action towards it. You feel it in your heart, and you're trusting your intuition, and you're also protecting your heart. You're not about leaving yourself vulnerable to get hurt, but you're leaving yourself at times vulnerable because you're expressing what it is that you desire, and you're willing to put yourself out there to go forward. But if it's a relationship, you're willing to put yourself out there to go forward, but not to get hurt. You're putting yourself out there to, like, I'm seeing the Fool, to have that leap of faith, a new beginning. But if it's something that's going round and round, it's not for you to like put yourself out there and get stepped on. Because this is really telling me that this is something exciting that's coming in for you, what it is that you're manifesting, and you're doing it from the heart. Does that make sense? That's what your soul wants you to know. You have a lot of things coming in for you, but it's about your manifestation, looking at your action and your heart. Let me go ahead and I'm going to scroll down. Hi, everybody. I just saw all those. It is a beautiful deck. I love it. It is. It's huge. And what I love about this is that this is the manifestation card. So that's really saying that, you know, your soul knows you're working on it, and it's saying you're in alignment. So, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. All right. So thank you for your question, Ava. All right, here we go. So the next question is from, let's see, exactly, manufacturing. I like the last one too. Oh my God. So here we go. Number 2. This is from, sorry, my glasses, Richard from Alabama. Hi, Alison. What does the month of April look like for me? Thanks, Richard from Alabama. Okay, let's find out. Let me just get a sip of tea really quick. All right, there we go. Oh, I love it. Pine needle tea. Oh my God, it's so good. All right, here we go. All right, this is for Richard. So what does the month of April look like for Richard? We have 10 of Sky. We have Fire Alpha Female. And we have Ace of Fire. All right. 10 of Sky. I have to look at these. Fire, Alpha, Female. Ace of Fire. Wow. I'll tell you, April is going to be really powerful for you, Richard. 10 of Sky, 10 of Swords. This is a lot of painful completions coming to an end. If you look at this card, he's got a lot of swords around him. This is that moment where a lot of pain is being released for you. You're able to put it behind you. This is as low as it gets. 10 is an ending in the tarot, and you're able to put a lot of these painful completions behind you. At least they're coming to an end, and it's that process. So you've got some endings. And I love the fact that today's the 31st and tomorrow is April. So you are literally able to leave something behind you, and you're putting a lot of passion into something new. And I'm going to show it with these two cards. They're both fire energy. So this is the Ace of Wands. That is a passionate new beginning, out with the old, in with the new. And this is the Queen of Fire. So here you have these painful completions coming to an end, and you're able to see it come to an end. Look at her. She's watching. I love this because you're able to see those being released, and now you're able to step into something that you're truly passionate about, and that is passionate new beginning. So whatever it is that you desire right now, you've basically cut ties with things that were holding you back, obstacles, maybe with people. It could be people, places, things, ideas holding you back. Maybe you had an intellectual breakthrough. Maybe you just got clarity on something, and that allows something else to be released. Things that are not working for you. And that's what's so fantastic. You want this stuff released. You're able to step into this position with a lot of optimism, a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm to really start creating something that you really feel strongly about. And it's a new beginning. You're able to step into your power with maturity into this new beginning. And that is literally out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old. It's huge. You're making a huge movement right here. I would say that this is a big milestone that's coming in for you. This is not something small. It's not something to, oh, thank you, Jen. It's not something to just kind of look the other way on. This is a big move. And I think that that's happening for a lot of people this year, the fire horse. This is going to be a big year for everybody. And it's definitely showing up for you, Richard. This is telling me, I feel like you've almost wiped the slate clean when I look at this card, the energy that's coming off of it. I feel like you've released a relationship. I feel like you're moving, and I feel like you are switching jobs. Not necessarily a company type thing, but you're like different location altogether. Like a lot of big changes are coming in for you. And I think you're excited about it. That's what's coming in for you, Richard. I see a lot of beautiful things. I think it's very exciting. I feel like you have a second lease on life, and I think you're excited about it, is what I'm getting. Wow. So that's what April has for you, Richard. Thank you for your question. All right. So let me go ahead, and I have to refresh this. Hold on. There we go. I love these. These are so funny. I know. I don't know. I love it. I think they're called, I don't know what they're called actually. Ken would know, I think. I don't know what they're called. They're not super chats. They're, I think they're super stickers. I don't know what they're called. They're hilarious. Okay. So instead of me going on and on about that, let me go ahead and go over here really quick. I have to log back in. All right. That's why I try and copy and paste some of these in advance. All right. Hold on. Just waiting for it to populate. All right. Refreshing the screens. Okay, hold on. All right, so hold on one second. All right, so we have some questions that came in, and I'm going to go ahead and go. You're going to see me bounce back and forth. So this one is from Jill, and she writes, "Hi, Allison. My boyfriend and I broke up several months ago. Does he still think about me? Does he love me? I really miss him. Blessings, Jill." Okay, let's go ahead and find out. I know that's tough. You know, when you love someone and you break up, it's tough. All right, so here we go. Let me read it again. "Hi, Allison. My boyfriend and I broke up several months ago. Does he still think about me? Does he love me? I really miss him." Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Blessings, Jill. So this is for Jill. All right, here we go. All right, so does he still think about you, and does he love you? We have 5 of C, we have 6 of fire, and we have Earth Alpha Male. Okay, so we have 5 of C, we have, let me see, 6 of fire, Earth Alpha Male. I have to look at the titles. I'm not used to reading them. I'm used to just straightforward. So this is really saying 5 of C. So this is 5 of Cups. That's the card of loss and bereavement. So he feels a sting. He absolutely feels a lot of pain in this relationship. He does think about you all the time. I do feel that, you know, while he's really painful, I feel that he feels that he won by leaving. I do feel that he feels victorious in the breakup. So it's almost like someone that wanted to win an argument or to be right. But he is very miserable. So maybe he won the argument, but he's still not happy about what happened. But we have Earth Alpha Male. So this is the King of Pentacles. He's planning and preparing for the future. He does think about you. I think that he genuinely loved you, but he is definitely moving on. He is not, he has no, what I am seeing, he has no intention of going back to you, but you definitely are there, and it's a sting for him. It's a painful memory. I do think that he genuinely loved you. I don't know if I would say he loves you now. I think it's a past tense. I think he loved you. And, but I think that whatever had happened, he is really proud about being right. Like not only, let's say he won an argument, but that he made the right decision. Does that come with a cost? I think it did cost him some pain, but he's moving past that. So this is telling me that he's planning, preparing for his future. He's moving on. He's looking for the next relationship, and it's not you. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying he is moving forward. So I just want to let you know that. So take that as you will. And hopefully you are too. All right. Sending you lots of love, Jill. Thank you for your question. All right. So here we go on to the next one. So we have it from Valerie, and she writes, "Hello, Allison. My brother died last year in an accident. Does he have a message for me?" Thank you, Valerie. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, let's see if he, oh, okay. I was going to get a different deck, but this card wanted to jump out. Let me get 2 more. So he absolutely has something that he wants to tell you. That is Sea Puppy that came out. Let me get 2 more cards. We have Justice, and we have the Strength card. Whoa. So those are powerful. We have Sea Puppy, we have Justice, and we have the Strength card. So you said he was in an accident. What I am feeling is that there's still a court case going on around this. I don't have a date on here when it happened. I don't need that. I'm just saying, so I don't know when this is, but I feel like there is definitely, there's stuff going on since he's passed, and I believe it's a court case. So this is Sea Puppy, which is going to be the Page of Cups. This is that beautiful, loving energy. So his message for you is to love life to its fullest, to really embrace it and be enthusiastic about it, and live it like you see the world as a child. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Oh shit. To live life like you're a child. You're seeing it with the eyes of a child. Everything is fresh, bright. You're not bored. You're not miserable. You see it with a lot of bright love. He wants you to look at the world like that. I do think that there is a court case that's going on around this. You said it was an accident. That this is telling me with the justice card here that, you know, maybe someone is being held accountable for something, defective equipment. This could be someone that was negligent. Let's say it was a car accident. There's definitely something coming in, and this is something that's going to be, I think, ruled in his favor. This is really telling me that he knows justice is coming. So I think that if he's got children, I think that they're going to get a settlement, or if he doesn't have children, it's going to go to next of kin. But there's definitely a big legal matter going on. Strength card. This is his strength and courage that he is giving to you. He wants you to have strength and courage in life to go forward. And I believe also in this lawsuit, I think that this is really tied together, that it's about having strength and courage. And if it's going up against a manufacturer, you know, they drag it out because they want to wear you down and they want to bleed you dry financially, because they want to wear you down, because they might have bottomless pockets and they know that the average person doesn't. And I do think that that is something he wants you to be strong and to continue to go forward, because he sees it as you're going to win this case. Absolutely. And that's what he sees. But he wants you to enjoy your life. He really wants you to step into this where you are really able to have this type of buoyancy in your emotions and to really stay above and not feel like you're drowning. Does that make sense? I'm not sure if you're here live. Just want to say. Just wondering. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you. Sorry, I was reading that. I was trying to see if she was here live. So Valerie, that's what I see for you. I do feel that I think that you have a big legal matter in front of you. I mean, I'm just, the more I look at it, there's more coming at me, and I think it's huge, but I think you're going to win. So what I'm getting is this is you just to dig deep into your strength and courage. It's going to be big. I'm getting that it's monumental. These mountains are just saying that it's going to be monumental. You know, it might even be you setting some type of precedent. So I just want to say that. So thank you, Valerie, for your question, and sorry for your loss. Good luck with that. All right, so let me go ahead and come back over here. Okay, so this question is from Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Yeah, that's pretty gnarly, actually. The energy is intense that's coming off that. Okay, so Amanda, hi. So I got your question here. So Amanda, should I end my marriage? I need clarity. Sorry, to the point this week. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. And I just want to say, remember, I'm pulling energy, so definitely not telling anybody what to do. Just want to make sure that that is definitely here. Short, okay. I need clarity, short to the point this week. Okay, I see it now. So good, because I just want to make sure I say that, because definitely, you know, check in with yourself too. So let's go ahead and check in. Should you end your marriage? Okay, let's go ahead and find out. What is the energy around that? Should you end your marriage? We have the Earth Guardian. We have the Ten of Fire and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so we have Earth Guardian, the Ten of Fire, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this is really telling me you've got an opportunity right now. This is you really moving forward. This is that slow and steady wins the race energy. This is a moment where if you feel that you want to, this is you moving forward in your life. You do have an opportunity to do that right now. The Ten of Fire, this is that moment where if you're carrying too many burdens, if you feel weighed down, that might be one of them to release. I do not say that lightly, but that might be something to release, because the 10 of Wands, which is what that is about you carrying too many burdens. You see how he's dragging that? And so let's take the number 10, for example. Maybe you're feeling so weighed down. This is a time of assessment where you're looking to see what needs to be released, what needs to be tasked to other people, what is truly weighing you down. And this is also a moment to delegate to other people. Maybe someone has tasked you with responsibilities and you give that back. You know, it's kind of like that saying where carry your own water. People might ask favors of you to do this and do that, and the next thing you know, you're overwhelmed and you can only do so much. That's what's humanly possible. So what I am getting is that you have an opportunity for slow and steady wins the race to release some burdens right now, and that might be considered a burden for you right now, or putting unnecessary pressure on you, if that makes sense. The Wheel of Fortune is here. This is why it says luck and right timing, being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people. This might be that Wheel of Fortune moment where it is to end your marriage. It might be a Wheel of Fortune moment for you to restructure the marriage, have different agreements in the marriage, like restructuring roles, or restructuring different responsibilities, or something along those lines, because this is telling me you have an opportunity right now to do that. This is you on a mission. This is a knight. This is you, slow and steady wins the race, but this is you staying on point for what it is that you want. But I'm getting that you are very overwhelmed and you're loaded down with a lot of burdens. But the wheel is here and the wheel turns in your favor. It's up to you to grab it. And again, that can be whatever it is that you desire. Does that make sense, Amanda? I can't believe the Wheel of Fortune turned up for that. Just want to say that. I'm turning 50 in May and I want to do what I choose and be happy. We treat one another awful. I know, I can't believe it. But this is it's an energy where right place at the right time, right now. And you know, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just going to put this out there. Sometimes when one person opens the door for discussion, the other person feels relief and they're in agreement either to make it work or to part ways. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So I would say that it's very interesting how these cards came out. So I would take a look at that, but that's what the energy is saying, that this is an excellent time to address that issue. Oh, Amanda, sending you lots of love. Good luck with that. That's hard. Okay, so let's see. No, Maurice, I've got a lot of questions that came in before yours, so I'm trying to go through them. Okay, so hold on one second. All right, so I'm balancing back and forth between all these. Okay, so we have, hold on, Maurice. I've got two more before yours. Okay, so this next one, oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, so here's the next one. Hi, Alison. Love the short and sweet daily messages. My question, does my unborn child have a message for us? Thank you, Bill and Mallerie. Wow. Okay, does my unborn child, oh my God, I have the goosebumps. Does your unborn child have a message for you? Okay, this is for both of you, for Bill and Mallerie. Okay, I love that question. Okay, let's find out. God, I love it. All right, here we go. Does your unborn child have a message for the two of you? We have Six of C. We have Sea Guardian and the Seven of Earth. Oh my God, I love it. All right, so I have to read these again. Six of Sea, Sea Guardian, and Seven of Earth. Look at those cards. So first card out, Six of Sea. So Six of Cups. This is that moment where I just feel like this kid really wants to come out. This kid is so full of pure, unconditional love. This is the card of childhood and nostalgia, but it is pure love. And that is the first card out. This kid wants you to know it absolutely loves you, that you are a gift to this child. And I think the child is also a gift to you because it's giving and receiving that type of gift. But it is unconditional love. Then we have Sea Guardian. This is the Knight of Cups. This is that moment where you are walking forward. Well, the child is walking forward, excuse me. The child is walking forward with pure love for you. I mean, the emotions here, this is just pure love. This kid loves you, loves you, loves you. You do not have a bad child coming, right? So it's like you don't have someone that's going to be, well, this stage, not mischievous. You have a little baby that is going to be so happy and full of rays of sunshine. This is a happy baby. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. This child is at a crossroads. I don't know when this child is coming, but this child is like looking, it knows it's going to be leaving soon and coming out into the world. It is literally looking at everything that is going on and it knows it's leaving soon. This is amazing. That's the message. This child cannot wait to come out. This child is absolutely in love with both of you. It hears both of your voices. It feels the love that's coming from the mother carrying it and from, I think, the dad, let's say, holding the belly or hugging the mom, or just that love that's just emanating to that child. Oh my God. I mean, this is just gorgeous. It's just swimming in love is what's coming. And I mean, that's just like, so that's the message that's coming from the baby. But it's also, it knows it's going to come out soon. And it's really looking at everything. And I feel like it's looking at everything. And I feel like it's looking at a lot of abundance coming in. This is a kid that is very well loved, and it knows it's coming into a loving world. You're creating that ecosystem, and it knows that it's coming into pure love. That's the message. So you're doing your job well, because it's that kid is hearing it loud and clear. It's a wanted child. It's a very loved child, and it wants you to know that it's reciprocating. That child absolutely loves the both of you. I just want to show you that card. Six of Cups. Wow. That's what the baby wants you to know. Love, love, and love. And I mean pure love. Oh my God, how beautiful. Thank you for your question. I always want to see if they're watching live, because sometimes they don't say anything until their question's read. Amazing. Amazing. Hi, Audrey. Nice to see you. All right, here we go. So next question. This is from George, and he writes, hello, Alison. Love your Virgo videos. Will I find love this summer? Thank you, George. Okay, George, let's find out. I'm actually going to switch decks. All right. This one over here. I don't know. I love these decks. So I'm going to do the cat one now, since we did the dogs. Have to give them fair time. Okay. I have a bird deck that I found, you guys know I have like 300 decks. So I found the bird deck, and so I'll probably pull that out. You'll definitely see it on the daily. All right, here we go. But not tonight, but I did find it. All right, so this is for George, and he says, hello, Alison. Love your Virgo videos. Will I find love this summer? Thank you, George. Okay, let's find out. We have 10 of Sea. We have Earth Tom. And we also have Cat Magic. Okay. So we have 10 of Sea, 10 of Cups. We have Earth Tom. I love it. And then we have Cat Magic. This is the Magician. Oh my God, I love it. So this is really telling me that it's 10 of Cups. So this is that moment where, will you find love this summer? Yeah, I think you will. I think what it is that you desire is coming in, because with this card, it's about what you imagine, what your idea of love is. It's trying to make that real into this world. So you reaching up and making it real and grounding it in this earthly realm. And the Magician is here. So you're actually able to make it happen. So this tells me if you're looking for love and you're a Virgo, fellow Virgo, it's one of those moments where you're really able to step into your power and make it happen. And Virgo is really powerful this year. So I think that this is something, I mean, they're always powerful, but really this year, it's phenomenal. And I don't know how old you are, but if you were born in the year of the fire horse, it's, you know, quadruple that basically, and see what's coming in for you. Because this is really telling me that you're able to make your desire real, because this is happy, joyful family. So this is love. This is what it is that you believe as your version of pure love. Earth Tom, this is that moment where you're really able to go ahead and ground it into this realm. That to me is where it's you being on a mission and grounding it, making it happen in this earthly realm, which is the right here, right now, I guess is the best way of putting it. I'm seeing other images come in. So cat magic. So this is the magician. This is you making it happen. It's your will, your focus, and your determination. This is also your passion and your desire, right? It's everything wrapped up into this moment where if you want love, it's almost like having that tunnel vision. I want love, and this is what I want. I'm not going to let anything else get in my way. This is my focus. I'm going to manifest it in. It's like the type of person you want. And this is you really staying on point, having a little flexibility. Remember, no one's perfect, but you're going for what it is that you desire, and you are going to manifest it in. Now, summer is right around the corner. Tomorrow is April 1st. So we're really looking at this happening pretty soon. Now, timing is hard in the tarot, but I look at seasons and I am comfortable pulling cards and energy for seasons. And I feel like this is something that you will definitely find it this summer. So either by summer or during the summer. Wow, George, congratulations. That's so beautiful. Thank you for your question. All right, so let me go back. Hold on. All right, Maurice, let me get your question. We're going to let it populate. Okay, so this is from Maurice, and he writes, "Hi, Alison. This week is very important. This is a very important week for me. On Thursday, I'll be taking a test for promotion. I've studied for 6 months for great results. Do the cards see me celebrating in private or public?" Thank you, Alison. Okay, let's find out. I hope you get it. Congratulations. Oh my God. Here we go. So let's look at the cards. Are you celebrating in private or public? Or both? Celebrate the whole month. All right, here we go. All right, so do the cards see me celebrating in private or public? Thank you, Allison. This is for Maurice. We have 4 of Sky. We have the Sea King. And we have Earth Kitten. Okay, so we have 4 of Sky. Then we have the Sea King with King of Cups. And then we have Earth Kitten. So this is that moment where this is going to be the Page of Pentacles. So this card, the first one, 4 of Sea, this is you being alone in meditation. I feel like you're going to be celebrating alone in private. However, I think that there's an opportunity, though, to celebrate in public, too. So this is you doing it in private. This might even be you just relaxing after it's all over with and just kind of having this big sense of release and seeing how this is going to affect you moving forward. I'm sure you've already thought about it, but after the fact, when you actually hear those words you've passed, I think that this is that moment where you can actually relax and feel into it. You see, he's in a bed of lavender. He's really relaxed. Then we have the Sea King. And I love this. This is the King of Cups. This is you on an intuitive level, really feeling into it and seeing your relationship to the environment around you. And these 2 cards together tell me that you might have the ability to celebrate in public also. So I'm not trying to, make it so that both are a win, but they actually are. But the first card out is you doing it privately. That's obvious. But these 2, like there's 2 here. There's the kitten, and then there's a hedgehog. And then this cat, the sea cat, has a big heart. And it's, again, the kings have that outward focus into the environment, which tells me that there might be people that you want to celebrate with publicly. You might be invited out by friends or family, or maybe somebody at work, to celebrate that. And maybe it's you inviting the other people. Hey, I have a big win. Let's go out. And it's that moment where it's an opportunity. So this is Earth Kitten. So this is the Page of Pentacles. This is an opportunity being handed to you to be able to do that. Maybe it's a moment where you want to go and celebrate with people from work, and it's a golden opportunity to strengthen some bonds. Hey, let's go out and just, grab like a drink or hors d'oeuvres or whatever it is that you want to do, and just have that moment to celebrate that win. And that's huge, because you should. I just love this card. This is just so cute. But again, because there's two, I think that it's in the company of other people. So I hope that answers your question, Maurice. I hope you get it. Oh my God. I think it's awesome. I just want to, hi Sherry, nice to see you. Yeah, I hope you get it, Maurice. That's going to be so amazing. So amazing. You'll have to let us know. All right, thank you for your question. So let me go back. And I'm going to scroll around a little bit. And all right, this next question is from Jennifer. Okay, let me go ahead and pull this up. Okay, here we go. This is from Jennifer, and she says, I'm very worried about my finances and I haven't found a job. Can I get a reading on what's to come? Sure, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay. Here we go. So let's see what is coming for you. This is for Jennifer. We have 5 of Fire. We have Grace. And we have Earth Queen. Okay. We have 5 of Fire. Let me, there we go. So we have 5 of Fire. We have Grace. And we have Earth Queen. So the 5 of Fire, you can see the cats fighting. This is the card of drama, strife, competition. And competition can be healthy or unhealthy. So I do feel that you are definitely going to go through some drama and strife, and maybe competition for jobs. The drama and strife, I think, is not only around jobs, but it is going to be around the finances. And I think that that is something that's really coming in for you. We have Grace. So I do believe that the tide is going to part. I do believe that there's a lot of balance and peace coming, and it's about you having patience and knowing that it's going to come, and kind of trust in this process, which can be scary and can be unsettling. And it might even be that you have to make necessary changes. So depending on how bad the finances are. Now, this is just an example of what I'm about to say. You know, it might be one of those moments where if things are getting to the point to where you're depleting your savings and things are really getting scary, that you might want to move in with a family member or with a friend and really tighten things up, maybe put stuff in storage and move in with someone just for the meantime until you can stabilize, and then go back out and get your own place. Because, you know, I just feel that it's that moment where it's about you finding balance and things that are going to make you feel, make you feel whole. Because I do feel that if you are in a panic about finances and about a job, that the problem is that you want to be very careful when you go in for an interview. You don't want to feel desperate and come off as desperate, because sometimes that turns off the hiring person. Then we have the Queen of Earth, Earth Queen. So I'm reading it backwards. So we have the Earth Queen. She plans and prepares for the future. So this is part of what you're doing. You're planning and preparing for your future. If you are depleting your savings to a certain point, and you know that you're getting to the point where you're exhausting it, you really have to make those smart moves until you restabilize. I do see you stabilizing, but this is a major arcana, so it can be a while. This is months and years. So if you're someone that is living paycheck to paycheck, or your unemployment's about to run out, you really need to start making some realistic plans on what it is that you want to do to safeguard yourself. So that's what's coming in. I do, like I said, I do feel like there's going to be harder times until that sea parts, and then you're back on track again. You're not going to be down forever, but it is still going to be a little while longer. Now for me, because it's a minor arcana, that's going to be days, weeks, maybe months. And so today is March 31st. That's the energy. Can things change? Absolutely. Remember, it's divine timing and it's your free will. If someone is worried and they're not putting out applications, then that is going to be a very long time for something to happen. But if somebody has a positive attitude, they keep going forward and they keep trying all these different things, and they're looking at plan A, B, C, D, then they're likely to land on their feet and to be in this position. That's what I see coming in. But this card is about you planning and preparing for your future, knowing what resources you have and knowing how to use them. She has a big loving heart. So it's also you having that loving energy. That's you loving yourself and loving the situation around you. Because remember, the universe will shift you in a different way. And sometimes it's not a pleasant experience, but it's shifting you in a direction that you're more likely to want to go in. You just don't know it yet. So that's what I do when things don't work out. I look at it as something bigger, better, and more beautiful is coming in. You might not see it at the time, and it might not be pleasant as you're going through some changes. But when you get to the other side and you look back, you go, oh, I see that. And then you might even say, I'm really glad that that happened. And then you learn that lesson and you move forward, because there's something coming in. And like I said, you've got a lot of beautiful things that are right here, but there's drama and strife and competition before you get there. That's what the universe wants to tell you today. So thank you, Jennifer, for that. That's what I see coming. All right, so let me go back. Okay. All right, so next question is from, oops. What happened? My computer, that was weird. Oh my God, it's getting smaller and smaller. It's so weird. Okay. It's just, this is such a stupid computer. I have a new computer and it sucks. My other one was so nice. Okay, so this is from, I can't even see the person's name. There it is, Lynn. Okay, this is Lynn from Texas. Okay, so, hi, Alison. Love your Taurus videos, and I booked a reading with you. Yay, I can't wait to have that. Okay, what does my horse think of me? Does he have a message for me? Love, Lynn from Texas. Okay, let's check on that. I wish I had a horse deck. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to use the cat deck instead. Okay, so what does my horse think of me? Does he have a message for me? All right, this is for Lynn in Texas. I should find a horse deck. A lot of people I know have horses that ask questions. All right, here we go. We have the Empress. We have the Priestess. And we have Earth Kitten. Empress, Priestess, and Earth Kitten. So this is what your horse thinks of you. You are everything. You allow your horse to have its most perfect life. The Empress is you living your perfect life. This is your horse living its perfect life. This horse has everything it wants, and that includes a lot of love, support. I think this horse gets bathed when it wants. I mean, everything is at this horse's disposal, everything. On an intuitive level, this horse can talk to you. You have an excellent, excellent relationship. I think you spend a lot of time riding this horse, training this horse, having that relationship, a deep, loving relationship with this horse. I think this horse is very healing for you. I think that you just have this special relationship, and it's on a deep, intuitive level. Like the horse knows what you're thinking. You don't even have to say it. It's almost like a telepathy that you have going back and forth with this horse. It's very powerful. I think this horse is very loving, and that's what this horse thinks of you, like you're its mom kind of energy. And then we have Earth Kitten. This is just such a beautiful opportunity. This is that moment where I think that this horse learns a lot from you, and you learn a lot from it. I think that this horse, it really enjoys training. I don't know if you're doing dressage, or if you are doing, it could even be, I guess, some type of, I don't know what it's called, barrel something, when they go around. But you're doing something where you're definitely having a lot of enrichment for this horse. It's stimulating. It makes the horse smarter and think and challenging, and the horse loves it. I know you didn't say the name of the horse, so I'm just saying the horse loves it. Absolutely loves it. Sees this as being very stimulating, just really learning a lot. This horse loves knowledge and this type of communication. And I think if you're the one that's training the horse and riding the horse at these events, or whatever it is that you're doing, I just feel that that bond gets even stronger and stronger. And that's part of where the intuition comes in also, is that it's not just you riding it as a casual rider, that this is, a loving animal. It's that you are working together, and that makes it even deeper bond. I just see this as just something that's really deep, and that's what your horse thinks of you. Your horse just thinks that you are the greatest thing in the world and absolutely loves you. Oh my God, how beautiful. But that telepathy that you have, that's pretty amazing. How you guys can just communicate through your intuition, and just that inner knowing. You guys both know where each other stands. He knows you and you know him. Wow, how beautiful. I love it. All right, so what else? Okay, so I'm not sure if people are aware of that. So I don't know. Thank you, Ken. So, because I'm not quite sure what's going on with the chat, so I don't want people to think I'm ignoring them, because I'm not. All right, so this is an excellent time. Let me just go ahead and see. So it's 8 o'clock. Let's go ahead and do final call for questions. So if anybody has a question they want to ask, this is a great time for you to go ahead and submit it. You can do it through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, or Cash App. And you can also do a super chat. No, it's $20 minimum through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and Cash App. And if it's a super chat, it's a $30 minimum. So let's see. And that's just because YouTube takes 40%. So here we go. All right. So this is an excellent time. Again, this is going to be final call. And let's go ahead and do, this is also when we do the members shout out. So if you're a member, you'll have an icon next to him. You'll know if you join the membership and it renewed, because sometimes people, it runs out, or they were gifted one and they don't renew, then definitely go ahead and do the shout out. Hey, Ava, thank you. I see it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put your name in the bowl, and we'll choose someone. So if you are a member, definitely go ahead and oh no, I didn't know you were watching from work. Don't feel pressure. Don't feel pressure. Okay, so, all right. Let me go ahead and get this. All right, here we go. So I'm going to take the names out, and we're only going to put in the people that are here. And so we have, okay, I know. So there's Ken and Ava and Sherry, Amanda. Okay, so who else is here that's a member? Is Maurice still here? Okay, I'm just going to let it go. If anybody is still here, let me know. That's so funny. There's a lot of members and they just don't, they're not here for the lives. I know everyone's in different time zones and we have different schedules, but it's, I mean, even the members will submit questions, but they can't make the live. That's why they watch the replay. All right, so I'm going to go on to another question while we're waiting to see if anybody else is going to do a shout out. Okay, so the next one is from Holly. And let me put this over here for a minute. And she writes, "Hi, Allison. Thank you for your Libra and Capricorn videos. What message does the universe have for me today? Thanks, Holly." Okay, Holly, let's go ahead and find out. I am actually going to use a different deck for you. Okay. All right. What message does the universe have for Holly today? Here we go. We have Judgment. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so we have a lot of things that are changing in your life. We have the Judgment card, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Look at those cards. A lot going on for you. So, Holly, this is that wake-up call. I think that this is that moment where you're seeing a lot of revelations. You're looking at your life in review. You are literally being called out of your old life into your new life. This is the 20 in the major arcana. Before we get to the world is the 21. You circle back to the Fool. So this is that life in review happening right now. And that's good because you want to take these lessons that you've learned and apply them to the next chapter in your life, right? You want to constantly evolve. So you're looking at knowledge and wisdom that's coming in. But I love this because it's not only that year in review that we have in November, December, when it's coming up to the end, but it ends up becoming a whole life in review because we usually we look at that year, but then we go beyond that because that's natural. That's what everybody does. And I think that this is something that you're really benefiting from right now. I think you're really looking at that life in review. And I think that you had something really traumatic happen recently that's caused you to look at your life in review and to pause. It was something very painful that came in for you, and it made you really shudder, is what I'm feeling. So that could be the death of a loved one, whether it's a family member, a friend, a pet. It could be the loss of a job that was traumatic. It's something big, and it caused a big trauma for you. And what's happening is you're seeing a new beginning, new opportunities coming in. This is a big shift and a big life-changing event that's come in for you. This was a huge wake-up call for you. And it's allowing you to shift out of this type of tragedy, I feel. I feel it's someone that physically had something done to them. So again, like a job loss, that's like a physical removal of that. There's something coming in around that. But the good news is you've got a golden opportunity, an ace. All aces are literally gifts and blessings from the universe and their new beginnings. And I think that that's what's happening. This is an ending for you, and the new beginning is right around the corner. And that's allowing you, though, to carry this knowledge and wisdom with you into the next chapter. And we learn from pain. Pain is a great teacher. We learn from our wins and losses and pain. And that's what I think you've just done. It was a painful lesson, but these beautiful golden opportunities are there. You're able to walk through this next chapter of your life. And really, I feel you now have a lot of depth of character from that. This really taught you a big life lesson, and it's going to allow you to really walk forward with a lot of grace in your life. That's what the universe wants to tell you today. Wow, Holly, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and let me come back over here. I'm just going to refresh this screen. All right. Again, just a reminder, final call. Oh, it logged me completely out. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and answer this. So this is from Sherry. And Sherry writes, "Hi, Allison. Hope you're doing well. My question for the universe is, what wonderful love or abundance can I expect to come in April? Love the live dailies and Sagittarius readings. Thank you, Alison." Thank you, Sherry. I so appreciate it. And I got your message. And I don't know, I think it was on an email. I took the weekend off. I don't know if you heard me in the very beginning. So I did a cleanse. I did a liver gallbladder cleanse. And so I took Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. And it was great. I mean, it was great. I needed that. And I'll tell you that cleanse was so amazing. I'm going to do it every 3 or 4 weeks. It was really amazing. So if you've never done one, I didn't know what to expect. If I could see an actual difference. It was pretty amazing. Okay, so this is going to be for Sherry. So for the event in May, I could not go up there this Sunday to go check it out, the venue. So that's going to have to be either this week or next weekend. So that's the delay. There was no way after doing the cleanse I was going to do that. All right, here we go. So maybe too much information, but I'll tell you that cleanse was amazing. All right, so this is going to be for Sherry. So what wonderful love or abundance can I expect to come in April? We have 5 of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Death card. A lot of changes coming in for you. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Death card. So for April, this is about you really leaving this feeling of lack behind. If something is missing, you're leaving it behind because you're talking about love or abundance. So this is about you getting in touch with your intuition on a really deep level. Really allowing that to guide you to do things like maybe to put yourself out in different events, meet different people. How do you feel about things? You're really getting grounded into your intuition on a very deep level because a lot of change and transformation is coming in for you. So for April, I think you're going to see some big changes coming in. That's you really getting in touch with not just spiritual changes, but I think there's going to be some other things coming in around you. It could just be, you know, like putting spring clothes out and putting winter clothes away and like changing your color, your wardrobe, maybe your hair. You're just, I feel like there's a lot of changes coming in on a lot of other levels, and it might seem like small changes, but I feel like it's all adding up. But a big shift is coming because the Death card is here, and that is that beautiful Scorpio change and transformation. I feel like you're going to be leaving this lack behind. So if you feel like something is missing, I think that is something that's going to be left behind you. Like when we say release what no longer serves you, that's a feeling or an emotion that's going to be left behind. Maybe it's something in your heart, something that you feel like is lacking, that's going to be going away. And that could be, say if it's a relationship, that could be because somebody is coming into your life and that feeling of lack goes away. If you're feeling it financially, it could be that moment where you get a raise at work and now that feeling of lack goes away, or you win a lottery, that feeling of lack suddenly goes away, or some investment pays off, now that feeling of lack goes away, right? It's something like that comes in, but you feel a lot of things on an intuitive level. And that is also helping with the shift. You're listening to your intuition. You're being guided by your heart right now. And that's opening up a lot of potentials for you. So that's a lot of shifting and a lot of moving that's coming in around this. Does that make sense? I think my screen locked up. Let me come over here, because the last thing I see is from Amanda that says, shit reminds me my CC was compromised. And that's the last thing I see on there. So let me go ahead and scroll down. Yeah, I don't know when that came in. So I'm just having to go onto my computer. Thanks, Ken. That was like 20 minutes ago. That's what's locked up on my phone. So I'm looking on my laptop, and I see Ava's. The last comment I see now is Ava to Sherry, a heart that says at Sherry. So let me go back and find it from Warren Dan. Okay. You're in Aries. Okay, so it says Aries here, dealing with Pisces, want to know what are his feelings, intentions, can he be trusted, no contact. Okay, wait. Dealing with a Pisces. Okay, are you watching? Okay, I have to look down here. Thank you. Okay, I did see that one come in. That's why I can't watch the chat. So thank you for doing that. Aries here, dealing with Pisces. Want to know what are his feelings, intentions, can he be trusted, no contact. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Okay. Oops. Hold on, I put that card in backwards. Let me make sure I didn't do that with the others. Yeah, I'm going to get a different deck. So I put that in. I was looking at the chat. I put them in upside down. Okay, let me get a different deck. Okay, so here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and check in on this Pisces. What are his feelings, intentions? Can he be trusted? We have Seven of Wands. We have Knight of Wands and Five of Cups. Let me show you the cards. Seven of Wands, Knight of Wands, and we have the Five of Cups. So what's going on with your Pisces? He's fighting. So I feel like this is one of those moments where this person is really standing their ground. They are fighting for what it is that they want. If there's something that they wanted in this relationship or whatever it is that's going on in this relationship, this is someone that's not going to back down or give in. This is something that they feel very strongly about. They feel defiant almost, and that they are going to definitely stick to their position. This is someone that has a lot of will and determination, focus on this. And I know you said Pisces, but whatever this is, this person really feels very strongly about what it is that they are fighting for. They're also on a mission. Every knight is on a mission, and this Knight of Wands is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. So this person that you're dealing with, they want to move very quickly. So they're defending their position, but they're willing to act very quickly. That might even include acting rashly at times. I feel that they have a lot of energy for this. Whatever is going on, I feel that they're also sad. I say that because the Five of Cups are here. That's a card of loss and bereavement. So they're either sad over their feelings towards you, or something else has come in outside of this relationship and has caused this person to really go into a type of depression. And that could affect the relationship that they had with you, or that are having with you. You said you're dealing with the Pisces. So this could be someone that just has their own issues that are spilling over into a different relationship. You know, it could be that if so, I'm just going to say this. I'm not saying that this is their situation. I'm just going to use this as an example. If they have a chemical imbalance and they suffer from depression, then it's something that is outside of you. It's something that's internal in them. If they've suffered the loss of a loved one, you know, a friend, a family member, a pet, and that is outside of you, whether they've shared it with you or not, this is someone that has a great deal of pain that they're working through. But they also have this defiance about them, that they are really standing their ground on something. So what's interesting is this is the only cup energy that's here. This is that loss and that pain. And cups are love, your emotions, your intuition, your connection to source, that subconscious mind. So when we're looking at relationships, we want to see cup energy. We want to see the Lover's card or Two of Cups. This is a deep, dark card of depression, and sometimes it's hard to crawl out of this hole. And I'm not trying to be mean, but you know, I'm just straightforward. And that's just telling me that this person has a lot going on. So can he be trusted? I think so. I think that it's about having a discussion with this person, and they might not want to reveal this pain. It might be so deep that they might not want to share it. You know what I mean? It might be private. But it's absolutely there. So I don't see anything that's telling me that like this person is doing something behind your back. I don't see anything shady. I think that they have their own issues, but they definitely are, there's something that they definitely want, and they're willing to really fight for it. So does that make sense? Oh yeah, I can't do that. I have to scroll on here. Sorry. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that he's just, I feel like he's caught up in his own drama, if that makes sense. I'm going to pull an extra card for you. So I don't want to tell anybody what to do. That's not what I do. I just want to pull energy, but I'm just going to pull another card for you. So I feel like he's going through his own drama. So I'm just going to pull this. So this is how he feels to go back and forth about you. I really feel that he's caught up in his own drama that really has nothing to do with you. I just want to say that. But I do feel like he goes back and forth. I feel like he's got a lot on his plate right now, and that's what's coming in for you. So I hope that that makes sense. So I don't see overwhelming like love coming in. Okay, that's what I was saying. I don't see those cards coming in around this. It doesn't mean that person doesn't have feelings for you. I just don't see the big love cards coming in. Okay, so thank you for your question. So next question is, actually it's the members. So did any, okay, let me go back. I have to look on the internet, or not the internet, the, thank you, Ken. I think that's a great place to go. So did anybody else besides the moderators, is there a member that came on? Because otherwise I'm just going to go ahead. Ava, I got you. I love it. So I've got Amanda, Ava, Ken, and Sherry. Is there anybody else? Because I don't want to miss you before I start doing that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. So it's moderator night. Okay, so I'm just going to look at the camera and then just mix it up. And I'm just going to pull a name. So this is going to be Ava. Ava, you have a question for tonight. All right. Let me put the other names back. That's it. Let me put that over there. Ava. All right. So I'm going to give her time to formulate a question. So if you're... That's funny. What does the universe want to tell me about April? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so what does the universe want to tell you about April? So if you want to ask a question, Esme, if you want to ask a question, you can do it through donation, and the moderators can help you on that one. And then if you want to become a member, you can definitely join the YouTube membership. And so when you go to my channel, it'll say join, and then that's when I draw your name out of the bowl. And that's a great opportunity because a lot of the members, they don't show up because they're in different time zones. They've got different schedules. Like they've even asked questions and then they had to leave, and they'll watch it in the replay because they come back and they watch the collective reading. How do I know? Because they tell me. All right, here we go. This is for Ava. What does the universe want to tell Ava today? What does she need to know about April? 7 of Wands, Judgment card, and the Page of Wands. I'll tell you, this has been coming up in private readings also. 7 of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Page of Wands. Really amazing. This is that moment where it's about your will and your determination, your focus to really fight for something that you believe in, to be determined to achieve that goal and to not settle. That's your April. And this is a big wake-up call coming for you. Oh, God, okay. So I forgot about the censorship. To me, oh, my God, it's beautiful artwork. So this is that moment where it's a big wake-up call that's coming in from you. It's that moment where you're getting some revelations that are coming in. I think you're able to get some clarity and to really see things. Maybe you've had to get some distance from a few things to get that clarity, but that's something that is going to be life-changing for you, this clarity that's coming in. It is a huge wake-up call, revelations coming in about things. This could be about relationships, about work. It could be about retirement, finances, your health, location, housing, right? It's everything, education. It's you getting a lot of wake-up calls coming. It could just be life in general. And that's huge because this is going to be very transformational for you, and you're taking this into a new chapter. This is telling me a new chapter is coming in for you, and it's interesting. Now we have the Page of Wands. This is you being enthusiastic, embracing life, and taking that first step with gusto. To me, this is you just putting yourself out there, going for what it is that you desire, and making that happen. This is a beautiful energy, but it's really being enthusiastic, upbeat, energetic, really embracing something that you want, very passionate about something. And it's a page, so it's a young energy. Maybe it's going in a new direction. Maybe it's a new person. It's a lot of newness coming in. And that's what April has in store for you. And remember, Fire Horse year, this is something where it's really going to be fast moving energy. This is not you sitting around and thinking about things. This is you maybe thinking about things and then taking action. This is an action year. So if you were also born in the year of the Fire Horse, then just think about that. Magnify that. I was born in the year of the Fire Horse. Let me tell you, I am feeling it, and it's fucking awesome. So if you were also born in the year of the Fire Horse, you are just going to be eating it up. Things are going to be happening so fast. It's just like, hold on and just enjoy the ride because it's awesome. But this is all about your action right now because we're looking at a lot of wand energy with that Judgment card. Beautiful energy. So a lot of new beginnings. All right. Yay. Thank you, universe. All right. Happy poop. I love it. It is. It's good shit. All right. Yeah, I love that. I love that deck. You know what? I don't know. I don't have it right in front of me. Like I said, I've got a bazillion decks and they're out of the container. So if I don't have it right in front of me, Sherry, I can't remember. Okay, let's go on to the next one. And this is from Maria from Albuquerque. And she writes, hello, Alison. Does my mom have a message for me? She passed away in January. Thank you, Maria. Sorry for your loss. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's do, yeah, I'm being drawn to the dog deck again. Okay, so here we go. Does your mom have a message for you? This is for Maria. All right. Does your mom have a message for you? Oh my God, we have the Sun card. We have the Four of Sea, and we have the Four of Fire. Sorry, Four of Fire. Okay, the Sun card, the I keep looking at it, Four of Sea, so Four of Cups, and then we have the Four of Fire, the Four of Wands. Oh my God, how beautiful. Your mom wants you to be happy, to live your best life. The Sun card is the most positive card in the deck. Your mom wants you to embrace life and to live your life to the fullest. Do you see all of these sunflowers? That is you following your enthusiasm, your optimism. The sunflowers follow the sun, that radiant enlightenment, the illumination of what truly makes you happy. And this is what your mom wants you to do. Get out of darkness, get out of depression. You're going to be going through the stages of grief, but it's not staying there. She wants you to be happy. I know it's easier for someone to say that on the other side because we're left, grieving the loss of our loved ones. But she wants you to really live life to the fullest and to not waste your time. There's something about time for you that it's very precious and to not waste it. We have the Four of Sea, which is the Four of Cups. This is that card of, a little bit of resentment. This can be a little bit of apathy, frustration, boredom. This could be that moment where you're mad that your mom has passed away and you're still living without her and you're mad about it. It's that kind of energy. And so the sun really helps you shift that energy, because this is when you miss gifts and blessings from the universe, because you're in a lower vibration, because you're going through that process, right? But this is that moment where, look at that. I just love this. This is that moment, though, where you want to see the positive in the world. So it's shifting that energy in your own time. Then remember, the key is to not stay in that deep, dark depression of grief. You go through the stages and then you come out on the other side. A lot of the times when people go through grief, because it's so intense and so personal, they need to pull back at times and realize that everyone goes through this, and more than once in their lives, with pets, friends, family, and it's just part of the living, it's part of being human, right? It's just part of this life cycle. And I know that that doesn't sound nice or pleasant, but we're not really taught how to grieve in our culture. And so when it comes up, it hits us really hard. And this is about you really bouncing back and seeking, if you need grief counseling, seeking that out and allowing that grieving process to go through those steps. And you can even get a book online. You can get it on Amazon. Also, I don't know of a title, or I'd say it. I remember one from a long time ago, and I don't remember the title of it anymore. It was a long time ago, back in the 80s. So, but that will definitely allow you to go through those different steps. I don't feel that you are suicidal, or it's not like that, but I just feel that you're kind of staying there, and it's about shifting. Now, this is new, it's January, but it's about you shifting through that. That's her message from you. And then we've got the Four of Fire. So this is that moment where your mom wants you to go out and celebrate. Super high vibing cards. The Sun and then the Four of Wands. This is the 1111 card where the gateway is open. Your mom doesn't want you to miss these opportunities. She wants victory and success for you. I know that's a different card, but that's what she's saying. That's what's coming through for me, is that it's time for you to celebrate. I think she wants you to celebrate some wins. You need to shift this energy. That's what's coming through for you. Oh my God, Maria, how beautiful. Your mom is fucking great. I love her energy. She just wants the best for you, and she just wants you to be super high vibing, happy, and you're living your best life. And you're not letting anybody hold you back, get in your way. It's you just going above them. Someone's an obstacle, you're just, hold on, let me show you. Someone's an obstacle, you're just jumping right over them. They don't even faze you. You don't even give them the time of day if they're an obstacle. You're just going for it. That's what your mom has for you. Oh my God, I love your mom. How beautiful. Thank you, Marie, for your question. All right, so we have, hold on, I just got timed out. All right. All right, so this is, so again, no more questions. If you've already submitted a question, great. If not, then that's it. I'm going to just double check. So I know I have one. Let me see if any more came in. Oh, this thing logs me out. Come on. All right. And hold on. Got to refresh everything. Okay. And oh, no, 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 no. Oh, okay. What is wrong? Hold on. Oh, PayPal, you suck. I cannot believe this. So PayPal, so if anybody has submitted a question at this point on PayPal, actually, let me see if it went to my email, because they're making me do a security check on my phone, and I'm filming on my phone, so I can't really do it right now. Let me just double check. No, it can't. Okay, good. It did not come in. I'm blocked out of it until I can go ahead and do a security thing. They're so annoying. Okay. So here's the other question. It is from, hold on. Okay, hi Allison, love your live shows and your Scorpio videos. I booked a reading, fantastic. This is from Doug. Okay, so will I find love in the next few months? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to continue using this deck, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the reading for the collective. Okay, all right. I'll check the chat in just a second. In case someone's done a super chat and I didn't see it, I'll check it in just a second. Okay, so this is for Doug. Will I find love in the next few months? Okay, let's go ahead and find out. All right. We have Earth Puppy. Oh my God. Okay, these two cards want to come out together. 10 of Earth and 6 of Sky. And then we have the 6 of Sea. Oh my God. Okay, so we have Earth Puppy. So this is going to basically be the Page of Pentacles. But these two cards want to come out together. They did not want to separate. And that is going to be 10 of Earth and 6 of Sky. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Oh, that is a powerful combination. And the last card is the 6 of Sea, the 6 of Cups. Are you going to find love in the next few months? Yes, you absolutely are. This is having an opportunity. Now, to me, this is a small opportunity. This is you also, I feel it's you maybe being introduced to somebody. It's not you just on your own. There's something about, there's somebody that is maybe inviting you to a party. There's something where somebody else is part of like a facilitator in this. It's not just you showing up somewhere and meeting somebody. I feel like there's like an introduction that takes place or an invite, something along those lines where you're actually given an opportunity to meet someone that is the type of person that you're looking for. Then we have 10 of Earth and what was it again? Sorry, 6 of Sky. So this is 10 of Pentacles. This is the card everybody wants. This is you living your best life in this earthly realm. This card includes relationships. This is friends, family, romantic partners, pets. This is everything in the earthly realm. This is someone that is also going to be, you know, a partner. This is someone that when you're looking at housing, you're looking at location, finances, you know, it's everything in this earthly realm. So this tells me that you're actually finding someone that you can share your life with. And it's a substantial, it's the 10. With the 6 of Sky, this is the card of travel and relocation. So it might be where you meet someone and maybe you meet them at a party. Let's say you meet them at a Christmas party. Let's say they flew in to be at this party with friends or family, and then they live somewhere else. Travel and relocation, somebody might have to move to go be with this potential partner that's coming in. And that's okay, because I feel like this is a positive move for either one of you who chooses to go. Maybe you're choosing to move where they're at, they're choosing to move where you're at, wherever you go and you meet somewhere else. But this is something where I think that really helps you. It's allowing you to also have a type of peace in your life. This relationship is going to bring a lot of peace and harmony for you, and that's going to be very stable and reassuring. That's the type of person that's coming in. We also have the 6 of Sea. This is the 6 of Cups. This is really talking about that exchange of pure love. I think the other person that you're meeting is on the same playing field, and that they are really looking for love also. They're not looking to play games. They're not looking for, they're not petty. Let's put it that way. They're not petty. Maybe they've already been through that, and that's a life lesson that they've already learned, and they're not looking for anyone that is immature or childish or petty. And they're looking for that type of maturity, that pure unconditional love. Now, it does take time to build a relationship up. It doesn't happen overnight, but this is that card of childhood nostalgia. And if you think back to what it's like to be in a real loving relationship, I think the memories of that have been imprinted in both of you, and you're looking to really establish that type of relationship. And this is something that's really coming in for both of you, but that's something that's discussed. I feel that you both openly discuss that. You're very straightforward, both of you, in saying exactly what the type of person that you're looking to meet. And then, you know, that comes over time, but you're very open about it. I'm looking for this. And they say that, you know, I'm looking for that. And that's that type of exchange. You guys are not wasting time. You're really putting yourselves out there. And I think that that's part of the attraction, is that you're both on the same page and you have no problem communicating with each other. It's, is everything perfect? Never. Nothing's perfect, but this is pretty good. It's pretty close. So yes, you will absolutely be meeting someone, Doug. Thank you for your question. How awesome. And we can go further in the session too that you booked. So thank you for that. All right. So I'm going to just double check really quick the super chats and see if something came in. Just to let you know, it is only one question. She may ask you which one you want answered. Okay, hold on. Not really sure what that is. So did somebody do a super chat? Okay, so let me go ahead. So has it been, I hate to say this, but is it 30? Because I only see a $10 one. I hate to say that. Let me go back. I don't know if I can see it on. Yeah, I'm locked out of my phone. So Ken, is it 30? I hate to say that, but I'm locked out of my phone. I sent 20 and then 10. Okay. Thank you for that, because it's so far back. There we go. Okay, so let me do this, and then let me go to the other one. Hold on. Thank you. So let me find your question. Here it is. Am I going to need a guarantor to move into my own place, or do I need to leave the city? How can I be independent during this transition? Am I meant to learn codependence? Okay, so am I going to need a guarantor to move into my own place, or do I need to leave the city? How can I be independent during this transition? Am I meant to learn codependence? Okay, so it's one question, and am I going to need it? So which one do you want me? I see all the details in it. Do you have like just one question that you want me to answer? Okay, we can definitely do that. All right, so here we go. Ugh, I'm in Florida. The bugs can get in under the sealed window. It's disgusting here. God, I can't wait to leave. I'm sorry to all the people that love Florida. It's lovely if you can handle heat and humidity. I've given it a shot. No can do. All right. So you heard me read all that. This is for Esme. So let's see what comes through in the cards. So what does the universe want to tell you about your situation? We have the Sea Guardian. We have the Eight of Sky. And we have the Ace of Earth. So Sea Guardian, the Eight of Sky, and the Ace of Earth. So when I ask a yes or no question and I get an ace, that's a yes. And you have an Ace of Pentacles. Now, it wasn't the first card, but it's the third card. I do 1, 2, and 3. First card that came out is the Sea Guardian. So this is going to be that moment where I think it's one of those moments where it's about you trusting your intuition and being on point with what it is that you want. And it seems like Can you guys hear me? Okay, it died. Where is it? Shit. Okay. All right, can you hear me now? Oh my God. My mic died. Because it's wireless, it died. So it has two. Can you hear me now? I can't even believe that just happened. Esme, were you able to hear your answer? I still have the cards here. Oh my God, how bizarre. Everything was fully charged before I went. So can you guys hear me? Now the chat is locked up. All right, can you hear me? This is so strange. And I froze, lost your audio. Alison, lost sound, and the video froze. Okay. All right, so no one's responding, so I'm not even sure if you guys are still there. I mean, like, no one. Ava, Amanda. Let me refresh the screen and see what happens. Because if you guys can't hear or see me, I'm not going to do the... oh, come on. Whatchamacallit? The community one. Oh my God, what just happened? Hold on. This is so dumb. Sorry, guys. Now I'm having an issue with just getting the show to come up. Hold on. I just want to see what the fuck. This is annoying. Okay, you guys, you're still there? Okay, great. So let's go through the cards again. You didn't hear or see anything, Esme? That's ridiculous. So, good, you can hear me. Okay, so this is what happened. I'll just go ahead and back up. So my mic is, I guess it ran out because it's wireless. So I had to swap it out and get the other one. But it also, somebody also said that the screen froze. So can you also see me? I want to make sure that you can hear me and see me at this point. You can hear me. Okay. Just want to make sure you can see me, Esme, because I'm going to go ahead and go through it all over again. No, I'm not having storms down here. Florida is just a joke. And I know there's so many people that love Florida, but you know what? It gets hit by so many hurricanes and their infrastructure is a joke. So it's like a second world country here. It really is. I'm sorry. I come from California and it's a first world state. At least it used to be until it's been run into the ground. Florida is definitely not. So, I mean, I know a lot of people love it. I'm here because I think that there's some great aspects of it, but the technology is definitely not here. Just saying. It's really annoying. So, redo her reading. Right. Now, I have the highest speed internet. Florida's a fucking piece of shit. Sorry, that's life in Florida. All right, so let me go ahead. Both, yes. Okay, that's what I want. All right, Esme, so let's do this again. So your cards are great, by the way. So we have, let me see the names again. They're different names. So Sea Guardian, the Eight of Sky, and we also have the Ace of Earth. So Ace of Pentacles. So when I ask a type of yes or no question, I get an ace. That's normally a yes, but there's that was a larger type question because there were so many pieces to it. So, but it's still an ace showed up, but it wasn't the first card. Just want to say that. So the first card out was Sea Guardian. This is about you following your heart, trusting your intuition on what choice you want to make. So this is one of those moments where you decide, do you want to stay? Like, I have to pull that up again. I don't know where it went. Do you want to stay in that city? I want to go back to where your question is so I can, because there's several parts to it. Oh my God, you guys are so cool. Look at all that. Oh my God, all that. Okay, so now I can't find your question because there's been too much. I'm starting to be annoyed with YouTube on this. So basically, I'm going to try to remember it. So as far as your situation, do you need to, I think it was a guarantor, or do you need to leave the city? What I'm getting is that get in touch with what it is that you want. Right? Maybe you want to leave the city, actually. Maybe it really is a better option. Maybe there's another way of doing things, because this card is talking about a self-imposed restriction. This is the Eight of Swords. This is that moment where you feel trapped, you feel stuck. And by the way, I don't see you being codependent. I don't see you needing that. So maybe this is a great opportunity for you to think outside the box. This is really telling me that when you have that self-imposed restriction, it's because you're not seeing another way of doing something. And maybe those options aren't very appealing to you, but maybe it's looking at doing the options differently. Maybe it is going to put you in a different direction that's more in alignment for what it is that you want. I do not see you being codependent. I see you being independent, because I don't see multiple people or energies coming off of the cards to make you codependent. Now, would you have to live with someone in the meantime while you're going to get your own place? Maybe. Maybe that's part of this process that you need to do to become independent to what it is that you want, but I'm not seeing that long term. I'm seeing if you want your own place, it's about you looking at different ways of achieving that. And if that means that you need to leave the city, then that's something you need to do. And I don't have it right in front of me because I just went through this for like 10 minutes saying it. But it's, I think it was like, did you want to have a lesson of being, to be codependent? Again, I don't see that. I do see you being independent, but I do see that it's about you figuring out what it is that you really want and going for it. Maybe if you're afraid to move, and maybe that's why you want to stay in the city, or there's some other things, maybe it's a reevaluation. Is that really the right option for you? Or let's say you don't want stairs and you're living in an apartment that has stairs, or a house that has stairs. It's one of those moments where it's now a reevaluation. Maybe now is a good time for you to start making some changes, right? That happens to people maybe as they get older, or they downsize, or life changes, right? I just feel that this is telling me that there's a different way of doing things. If you feel stuck and trapped, think outside the box is the thing I keep getting for this card. And then we have this golden opportunity. I think these changes and some of these things that are coming about for you bring about a golden opportunity. The seeds that you plant, and that's going to be those options that you have, and thinking outside the box are going to start to come into fruition. Sometimes it's those moments where, when if you had to put your name on a list, let's say you were going to get, I'm not saying you're going to do this, but I'm just using this as an example. I met someone one time that wanted to get Section 8 housing, and she was an American, and she just needed it for her and her daughter. She was single, and she was really, really poor. And she put her name on a list. She could not get it right away. And this is a single mom with a really young girl. 8 years before she got her Section 8. That's how long the list was, because there are so many non-Americans on it, or whatever was going on with the country at that time. And then she finally got it. So I'm just saying, like think outside the box, whatever it is that you need to do. I'm not saying you're doing Section 8. I'm just saying that, whatever that situation was, I don't know all that much about that, that availability for people. But what I'm saying is that whatever these seeds are that you're planting, it's going to start to come into fruition. It's going to put you into a new chapter of your life. So this tells me that this is a huge transitional time for you. I think that it might be time for you to reevaluate some options. Maybe change is good for you, and that will allow you to remain independent or to become independent, to look for what it is that you're looking to do. That's what I see coming in. But traditionally, this card is got a blindfold on for you to trust your intuition, for you to go within, because you're not seeing more than one way of doing something or more than just a couple of ways. And so when you think outside the box, you're breaking that restriction. And I feel like your intuition is here in two different cards to help guide you. Does that make sense? I'm just going to... Okay. All right, great. Location changes. Ah, thank you. Zena, thank you. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you forever. So I am going to go ahead and do the, what is it? The collective reading. All right. Those are all the questions for tonight. You can submit a question for next week, or I also have on my channel, if you want to ask a 1, 2, or 3 question, I can do that. And I brought back the 30-minute readings also, because so many people were saying that they just have some quick answers. They just need quick answers. So we've got that. All right. So, or just next time. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do the general reading for the collective. Let me go ahead and scroll down here. I just want to be able to see comments as we go. You're welcome. I hope that helped answer it for you. All right, here we go. All right, collective reading. So I'm going to continue using this deck. I just love it. No, Sherry, I don't know what the name of this one is either. Just kidding. You always ask me that. I just don't know. All right, here we go. All right, so what does the universe want to tell everybody today? Wait, well, this card keeps coming up. You see me shuffle. Sea Guardian. This is huge for everybody today. This is crazy. I mean, it's come up for like everybody. Along with the 7 of Earth and the High Priestess. Okay, Sea Guardian. Sea Guardian, 7 of Earth, and the High Priestess. Wow, big energy today. So Sea Guardian, this is a great time for you to follow your heart and let it guide you. Get in touch with your intuition, connection to source. It's a great opportunity for you to tap into all of these aspects of self. And these are really personal. These are intimate, personal connections that you're establishing. This is not, you sharing with everybody around you. This is really something very personal and deep. It's your own unique connection and your intuition. What do you really feel truly guided to do right now? And the 7 of Pentacles, this is that card of evaluation. You're at a crossroads. This is that moment where you're looking at everything to see this. You're assessing your life. So you're looking at relationships, you're looking at work and career, retirement, your finances, your health. You're looking at housing, your location, maybe relocation, your education, the type of food you eat, your lifestyle choices. You're looking at everything in this earthly realm. And you're saying what's working and what's not working, and maybe you know the why behind it. And this is that moment where you're at a crossroads and you're able to start making changes. This is huge. So this is you seeing it and feeling it on a conscious level, on an intuitive level, to see what changes really need to take place. And when the High Priestess is here, so you're really getting in touch with your intuition. This is giving you a lot of unlimited potential. It's opening up and it's an expansion into the universe. That's allowing you to connect with source. For me, that is a direct connection to God. You are highly intuitive for everyone right now. This is you really trusting your inner voice. This is you trusting your spirit team, your guardian angels, God, spirit, source, use whatever word you want, your ancestors. This is you trusting a deeper connection. It's not just you and then maybe some thoughts. I feel like it's a huge connection that's coming in for everybody. And this is allowing you to step into this power and even guidance. You might even be getting divine downloads from the other side that's allowing you to make some of these decisions as you're assessing where you're at in your life. Do you like where you're at? If not, what can you realistically change? What do you want to change? Right? Nothing is ever going to be perfect, but it's about how we live and how we're going to be comfortable and how we choose to live our life. The friends you choose to be around, the people you let close to you, the location that you're living in or looking to move out of, right? You're looking at everything. Lifestyle changes. How can you live your best life? Whether you're making baby steps or big moves, this is a great time for you to assess that and start moving forward. But it's a highly intuitive energy. I think you're being divinely guided. And I think you're tapped in right now. It's trusting those energies. This is a great week for that. Oh my God, how powerful. All right, everybody, that's what I have for you for today. Thank you so much for being here. And I really appreciate it if you could like, share, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And a big thank you to everyone that's been hyping my videos. It truly helps. It really, really does. And if you'd like to book a reading with me or messages from your loved ones, definitely check out the link below. It'll take you to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can go ahead and book a session. And if someone wants to go further in their questions that they asked today, definitely go ahead and book a session and we can ask the other questions. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Thank you, Ken, Sherry, Ava, Amanda. Thank you, guys. You're just awesome. Jen, I know, was here, and I always say this. I'm going to say it because I think it's Jessica. I always want to say Bebo, just because it's the YouTube name. But thanks everybody for being here and for all your questions. And I so love you guys. And right now, no, I'm only going live on Tuesdays. I'm thinking about bringing back a second day, but I'm not sure what day everybody would be able to show up at. I want to do it at a different time because I know I have a lot of Australian and a lot of European people that watch and a lot of South Africans. And I want to kind of make it so that other people have the opportunity to ask questions too, because I know I get a lot of messages from them. All right, everybody, I'll see you next week. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Oh, and don't forget, honestly, that equipment is coming on Monday or Tuesday, and I can set it up pretty fast, and then you'll have the second camera. It might look weird at first because I have to get used to it. But all right, everybody, lots of love. Bye for now.